Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be looking at the 6 most overrated brawlers currently inside of Brawl Stars. So yesterday we did the most underrated, and now today I'm doing the most overrated as heavily requested by you guys. So also before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone watching my live streams recently. If you don't know, I live stream every single day around midday at BST time, and I'll be grinding Power League. As you can see right now, I've untilted. I'm on my way to Masters, so you guys want to be making sure you watch my stream to see all of the high level gameplay and strategies. So also before we get into today's video, make sure you're using the credit code in the shop. That would be greatly appreciated. Also tomorrow I'll be doing a video on the new gadget, and probably actually maybe even 2 videos, so we'll have to wait and see for that one, and also a tier list on Friday. So a lot of good stuff here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe for all of that good stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Alright guys, so jumping into the 5th most overrated brawler currently inside of Brawl Stars, I've gone ahead with Spike. So I kind of struggled to even find it. 6 brawlers really that I thought was completely overrated. I think the meta is pretty decent right now, but I try to base this a lot of like competitive and comparing like different regions metas, and you know, it's not to throw any shade at NA. Maybe we might see Spike return to the meta with his new gadget, but I just thought like I saw way too much Spike in the NA meta. Like there's literally 0 Spike in the EU meta. Like, no one uses Spike in scrims or whatever, but I've seen a lot of Spike being used in NA like monthly finals and competitions and whatever else, and I just don't really understand, because yeah, he can get like good defenses on Siege, but it's just better like tank counters, and also the likes of like M's are just so much better in what they do rather than the Spike. Like Spike is just really squishy. If there's, for example, there's a lot of sprouts in this meta, there's still a lot of throwers. A lot of times Spike is just too squishy to really do too much with. And again, I just feel like he's one of these brawlers where there's other like brawlers that can just do much better. Like I said, there's Colette, there's Nita, there's M's, there's all these different tank counters, and Spike for me, just literally because of his HP pool, isn't going to be able to do what I really want him to do. And obviously you can still play great Spike, as I said. Like the meta is pretty balanced. You could probably get away with playing him pretty much most places in this meta, but I just feel like some people just overrate him too much. Like I don't think he's strong in the meta. He's not at the top of any of my rankings. He's probably near, I would say probably like near the bottom 10 of the ranking. Like he just isn't that great. But that's going to be the 5th most overrated brawler in this current meta. Let's hop into number 4. Alright guys, so jumping into the 4th most overrated brawler currently inside of Brawl Stars. So this one isn't based on competitive. This one is just based off of ladder. And in terms of the community in general, like still I see people, I know it's probably, you're going to say this is going to cater to a lot more of the newbie players in Brawl Stars. But there's still a lot of people in this community that seem to think that Edgar is like some sort of broken brawler. But for me, Edgar is really bad. Like you can get away in low trophies like I am now, like 750 trophies. You can wreck people depending on how you play. But I just think Edgar overall right now is just super trash. I don't think there's anything OP about Edgar. Again, I'll probably put Edgar in like the bottom 5 brawlers, but I just see too many people just, you know, go on ladder and just use Edgar and think it's just really good. And I'm just sitting there like, well, this brawler is just straight trash. I don't get how people can even think that. So I'm gonna pop gadget when I jump on this primo here, but you just see for the majority of the time it's gonna be really hard for me to cycle my super once you get rid of that gadget. Once you get rid of all your gadgets and you kind of waste a super, it's basically going to be impossible for you to earn it back. You just have too low HP. You're going to get taken down so easily. So those gadgets are going to be just too good. Also, I believe the Edgar gadget might be getting released tomorrow. I know it's really close in the rankings. And even with that gadget, Edgar's, if anything, going to be even worse. I just don't know why people even rate him whatsoever. He's a terrible brawler inside the game right now. And yeah, he's definitely in need of a buff, and people just still, he's one of the most used brawlers that I see on ladders. So that's going to be the 4th most overrated. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, so jumping into the 3rd most overrated brawler currently inside of Brawl Stars, it is going to be Gale. So this is one brawler which I actually like Gale, but in terms of actually like being competitively viable, he just isn't. He isn't a good brawler inside of the meta right now, and still every single time I talk about this brawler, people just seem to think that I'm underrating him. But if anything, like most people in this community are overrating him. You can probably get away with him playing him pretty simply inside of lower trophies. Again, one of these brawlers which can be quite flexible in some ways, but in terms of competitive meta, is just nowhere near it. He isn't a strong brawler at all, and as you can see, well, it's like 500 trophy gameplay. I'm on my mini. It can't really show a good representation of how bad he actually is, but he's one of the lowest picked brawlers inside of competitive right now. He's only really used on like hot zone, and everywhere else it's just pretty much trash and just doesn't fit into the meta whatsoever. I really struggle to understand why people think he's good, but yeah, that's going to be the third most overrated brawler currently inside of the game. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, so jumping into the second most overrated brawler currently inside of the game. And to be honest, I don't even know how you guys rate him too much, but still, I just think this brawler, considering when he first came out, everyone thought that Squeak was going to be completely broken. He's going to be so OP. But honestly, I don't want to ruin my tier list yet, but he's got to be in at least the lower 25% of the tier list. He's just really bad. Every single time I play against him in competitive or even ladder, I just seem to stomp all over him. He's just got so many like wrong problems with him. His super is just really, really bad. I never seem to connect at all with anyone on my super, and he's really only supposed to be good on game modes like Siege and Heist, and even there, I just struggle to get any like sort of value with him. I just get so frustrated whilst playing him. It's just not a fun brawler to play. I'm gonna think that Supercell surely got to see how bad he actually is. When he first got released, I saw some viability with him. He was getting used a little bit in scrims. He was getting used in like the Gene Max combos, and it was pretty decent. But now, I just think like his main attack is just pretty poop. There's no other no other word for it really. Like it's just trash. Just it's so bad. And especially in a lot of interactions I have with Squeak, I'll be shooting them and they're just wrecking me. I can't get my ammo out fast enough. I reload really slow, and then there's also a delay with every single shot and the damage it deals. So a lot of times I'm just going to end up trading. Like I don't stay alive. I might get the kill, but if I get the kill, I'm going to more than likely end up dying with them. So yeah, it's just frustrating to play Squeak at the moment. Of course, he's probably due a big buff, because normally when brawlers are released, I wouldn't really say they're broken, but normally they're quite strong. But with Squeak, he's not been strong at all. So again, I'm probably nearly managing to get the kill there, but look how low I am. I just can't manage to get the kill like on anyone. But also you got to kind of be careful with brawlers like Squeak, right? Because if you buff him too much with his kind of mechanics, it can get a bit out of hand, because you got a lot of zoning. You've got his super that in theory can deal, I think, like 8.4k damage. I think it might even be able to do more. I remember once where Primo stood still and I one-shot a Primo, so you know he's got a lot of on paper viability, but it's just straight trash. It's just been me roasting Squeak for 2 minutes 30 because it's kind of frustrating. I kind of want to see Squeak be in the meta because it's quite fun, and we're going to choke this goal here. We should have definitely scored, but regardless, yeah, Squeak just not really in the best place in the meta. Let's hop into the number 1 most overrated brawler. Alright guys, so jumping into the most overrated brawler currently inside of a game, I've gone ahead and gone Buzz. So I think Buzz is pretty strong, don't get me wrong, he is strong, but people are really overrating him. So I've played a few scrims already with him in play, and it can probably kind of depend on the bans or whatever else, but in terms of like ladder experience, when it's like El Primo in play with all of his tanks, I just feel he gets overwhelmed a little bit too much. And also, like, he just gets super. His super is really, really effective. Oh, I didn't even mean to super kick that. That was a bit of a noob move for me. we'll keep that in, obviously. I'm not really concentrating too much on the gameplay side of things. But yeah, but in terms of scrims, whenever I've tried him, a lot of the times, I think it's mainly because of his star power. I think he'll be pretty strong once his new star power comes out. But a lot of times, I feel like we're just feeding the enemy team supers. So, for example, I'll give an example like Super Stadium. A lot of people use like Tara lane or like a Sandy lane or Anita or something like that. So they're going to build up their super easily from you. You've got really bad range. And for the majority of the part, like, you feeding these guys their supers, it's going to be bad in the long run. Like with Buzz, I feel like you have to just straight away sweep the floor with them. You have to get the kills before they get a super, else you're kind of in big trouble. I'm going to completely miss that, by the way. I knew I'd miss it. Let's see if we can score. Okay, no, that is straight down bad. You guys love me in the comment section below. I'll let you have this one. I'll let you have some trash trick shots in there. But yeah, as I was saying, I think he does have some really strong capabilities. If played in the right hands, if played against the right combination, he can be good. But in terms of like Power League, again, it may be an assassin brawler, so it's easy to counter, right? but he's just never played in Power League. A lot of people just opt to use different brawlers, and it kind of, I won't say it concerns me, but it's definitely an overrated factor. And of course, we end up losing that, so that is pretty damn bad. But yeah, I'm actually below 500 trophies on my buzz there. But as you can see, let me know in the comment section below what you think of my list, who's really overrated, because of course it's going to be a little bit different out of the low end of trophies. Like for example, like Mortis is used basically all of the time, Dynamite is used basically all of the time, so those brawlers could be pretty overrated at your trophy range. But it'd be interesting to hear what you think in the comment section below. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. As I said, I'm going to be doing a gadget video tomorrow on another Spike one. Definitely is going to come into the game. I'm not too sure on the other one just yet. I'll be doing both of those on my main channel and my second channel, so make sure to check that out. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.